But we spend way beyond our means. And that is a reflection that we as a nation have accepted a role for government that was never intended. We have endorsed the notion that we are to maintain endless, perpetual growing welfarism, and that we have endorsed as a people the notion that we have a worldwide responsibility to spread democracy and police our empire, and quite frankly, it will end soon if we don't quickly change our policy. It's going to end anyway because it's going to bring us to our knees in a bankruptcy. So the sooner we end that notion that the federal government should police the world, run our lives, and run the economy, the better for all of us. You know, we all understand the principle that the federal government assumes they own every single penny of our income and allow us to keep a certain percentage. And the way they collect taxes is obviously unconstitutional. The idea and notion that we're all guilty until proven innocent and that we are literally compelled to be slaves to the government by producing records on our employees and all the onerous things that we have to do. But there is another tax and there is another system that we have to address. And this is the area that a lot of people make fun of what we say in our campaign. Matter of fact, I've only been saying it since 1974 in every single campaign I ever ran. And that has to do with monetary policy and the need to get rid of the Federal Reserve System. You know, the statement is on TV all the time, and I'm sure you've heard it. He's the guy that wants to go back to the 19th century, live in the dark ages, and have commodity money. But you know what? The whole idea of paper is so silly, ridiculous, and dangerous, I can't imagine how the people can accept the notion that a government that nearly everybody in the country now distrusts turns over to the government this power to work in collusion and secrecy with the central bank to create money out of thin air to pay the bills, and then they wonder why we have problems. You know, there are several reasons why commodity money is good historically. It makes a lot of sense. Even in our own history of the United States, the founders had results with inflation. They knew what happened to the continental dollar. The continental dollar went to zero, and the slogan came, it's not worth a continental, man, because they had runaway inflation. So they were very interested in the monetary issue during the Revolutionary time in terms of writing of the Constitution, and that's why they precisely said that we could not emit bills of credit. Only gold and silver would be legal tender. And they historically, they knew it led to trouble when you allowed governments to debase and destroy the currency. So history is on our side. And there's been never a paper currency ever persist for long periods of time. It always destructs. And it's always entertaining and interesting to me to see when they dig up a vessel at the bottom of the ocean that's been there for 500 years and they find these barrels full of gold coins, and guess what? They're still worth an awful lot of money, you know. But you know, there's some very good reasons to be for sound money. There's a moral reason. It's deceitful, distrustful for governments to participate in counterfeit because they are debasing the value of money. They're stealing from us. It's a form of taxation. So it's a moral issue, it's not the game.